Okay, so it looks like I'm live streaming on YouTube. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited. I refuse to be defeated, so I am live streaming on YouTube. Not sure if I can do it on Facebook simultaneously. No, it looks like I can only do it on one medium or the other. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for joining me. My name is Erica Padmore. It's my pleasure to be your host this evening. I was trying to do this live on Facebook. It didn't work out. So here I am on YouTube. So first time doing this live streaming on YouTube. I'm so excited that you guys have decided to join me on YouTube. So I'm not sure if we have anyone viewing, but I am on YouTube live. If anyone wants to join, please feel free to join. Just want to take 1 second to just to get a few people to join. Just give me a few seconds and we'll start. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Pardon the noise in the background. Again, my name is Erica Padmore. I am the president and CEO of Legacy Builders International. Who are we? We are an elite marketing team, and we are just so excited and to be partnered with an amazing company that I'm going to talk to you about this evening. Well, what is our mission? Our mission is to leave a living legacy for generations to come. And, you know, this slide, as it says, making a life is mission driven. So we're about purpose. We're about mission. We're passionate about what we do. We're about changing lives. And I am so excited to be sharing some information with you that pretty much changed my life. I don't know if you can see these slides because it is a bit small. So I'm hoping that you guys can see it. That's the best I can do for right now. So hopefully you guys can see the slides, okay? All right, let's just get started. Okay, listen. Have you ever wondered how life would be if you had time freedom and financial freedom? That was me a few years ago. I was looking for a way to be able to just have all the money that I need to have, not have to worry. I was living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to make ends meet, went through divorce, fell on really hard financial times, and I was looking for a way to be able to get my time back so I can spend more time at home, pursue my dreams and passion. There's a book that I want to write. There's you know, a business that I wanted to get up and running, and I wasn't able to do any of those things because I was just hustling, trying to work a job. So I wanted to have the time freedom and the financial freedom to travel, to be able to go on exotic vacations, to get the home of my dream, to just enjoy the beach is what I love, to be able to just have these amazing experiences with my friends and also with my daughter. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is something that is going to, if you were like me, if you're looking for a way to gain financial freedom, what I'm going to share with you is something that can possibly help you to gain financial freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom. So let's move on. So here's the problem. Okay, the problem is that, and I'm not going to talk about the problem without presenting some kind of a solution. Okay, so we're going to talk about some solutions here as we talk about some problems. We're all wanting financial freedom. We all want our time back. But the problem is that we're having a really difficult time trying to figure out how to get it. You know, we've got right now today, 2018, artificial intelligence and robotic labor that's taking over our jobs. Okay, and that is a reality. People just asked McDonald's for $15 an hour raise, And what happened? McDonald's replaced them all with machines. This is happening throughout the country. You go to the grocery store, you're seeing them replace all these self-checkout places. You know, people's jobs are being replaced by artificial intelligence, robotic labor. And if that's not doing it, then on the other hand, you have jobs being outsourced to foreign labor markets. And you guys are aware of that if you own a computer at all, or if you yourself, you know, maybe you're calling your cell phone carrier, you're needing some kind of service, you'll find that you're getting someone in another country. And you can barely understand some of them sometimes, but because our jobs are being outsourced to foreign labor markets. Now, we also have the issues of taxes that are rising, the burden of all the debt that's just on everyone. And folks are just running. If you see the gentleman right here, he's just running, trying to make ends meet, just running to catch that dollar. This gentleman over here, he's running around on this wheel, just, you know, just keep chasing, just around and around, and not being able to make ends meet. So people end up like this guy here, fed up, just frustrated, okay? They're just done, okay? That was almost like me today, because I was on live 3 times on Facebook and it failed. I always say, okay, I'm done. So I decided to go to YouTube, okay? So bear with me. So the next, let's talk about some other issues. Now, this was really some surprising statistics for me. But 28% of people over 55 have no retirement savings. Now, listen, I can totally relate to this because I'm about that age, to be honest with you. And I found myself, you know, after a divorce and starting over in the same exact situation. So this is a reality here in America, okay? 55% have no retirement savings. So I knew that I had to do something drastic. I didn't have the time on my hands. Time was not on my side. And I needed to do something drastically to change my financial situation. I'm going to talk to you about that a little later on in the presentation. 42% of millennials have not begun saving for retirement. And if you look at this picture here with this granny, this really hot granny, and she's on her roller skates, and you see she's serving at a burger joint, and the young guys are just laughing at her. This is a reality. Will you ever be able to retire? This is a real sad case in America, because, you know, if you go to any Walmart, guess what you see? Old people that should be just traveling the world and enjoying life. They're working at Walmart. That was enough to scare me to death. So when I looked at my situation, I needed to do something, and do something drastic, and do something quickly, okay? And, you know, I was living like lots of people, paycheck to paycheck. How most people are, what does it say? How most people are barely keeping afloat. 44% of Americans are liquid asset poor, meaning they lack enough savings to make it through 3 months of unemployment. This is real. This is real. I actually, you know, witnessed myself where I live, people constantly being put out on the street with their things, and it breaks my heart. These are families, and it can happen to anybody. You know, just losing your job. I've been a victim of losing my job, so I understand, you know, how that can impact families. Now, let's talk about this. You guys, you were not born to just go to work and pay bills and die. And this is what this slide impacted me the most. I'm like, Erica, this is it. You were not born to just go to work, pay bills, and die. I watched my mom work 2 full-time jobs all her life. And when it came time to retirement, I never saw, she never told me how much she was getting. But when I saw her retirement check, I could not believe it. I thought, oh my goodness. You mean to tell me you've worked 2 full-time jobs all of your life, and this is what they're giving you? It was not enough for her to retire on. My mother had to go back to work. Case in point, so many people in America are going through the same thing. So I said, okay, I'm done. I have to do something different. And someone talked to me about the great wealth transfer. They said it was the greatest wealth transfer that is going to be happening, not just here in the United States, globally. And they talked to me about how to end up on the winning side of the largest wealth transfer in human history. Well, listen, when I heard that, I just fell out of my chair. I said, oh my goodness, I am not going to miss it. What do I have to do? Okay, so that's what we're going to talk to you about. The largest wealth transfer in history of humankind. Listen, what is the market size? There is $1.4 quadrillion of fiat money that will be transferred to gold, silver, and cryptocurrency. And this is going to happen globally. And listen, when Swiss Gold Global, which is the company that I'm here to talk to you about today, when they capture 1/3 of 1% of this market transfer, we're going to be bigger than all the markets combined. I don't care whether it's health and wellness or nutrition or weight loss or food, water, energy, drinks, travel. I don't care what it is. It is going to be bigger than all the markets combined. And let's talk about another trend, okay? The market size of home-based business. According to businessforhome.org, a new home-based businesses started every 12 seconds, and there are 38 million home-based businesses in the USA. 70% of the home-based businesses succeed within 3 years versus 30% of traditional businesses. Those are astounding statistics. $427 billion per year is made by home-based business owners, and 70% of Americans would prefer to be self-employed. So my question to you is, when history is written, will you stake your claim or will you watch it pass you by? Now let's talk about when the slide it talked about why are we not getting ahead? Traditional savers are losers, okay? One of the reasons we're not getting ahead is that inflation, we are losing. We can't keep up because the dollar is losing its value. And people who have been saving traditionally, they've been taught by the school system to save in 401k or by the people in the news or in an IRA, and you'll be able to retire. You guys know that that's not a reality. Back in 2008, when we had that stock market crash, people lost anywhere from 50 to 80% of their retirement savings and have not been able to recover from that. So you imagine if you're 60 something years old and you're just about to recover and you use these traditional methods to save and something happens again, which is projected to happen, what will happen to you? Could you start over again? Could you start over again? Okay, so many people found themselves in this situation, and so we've been taught to pay ourselves first. Yes, okay, great. Wealth principle, pay yourself first, great. But paying ourselves first and saving in the traditional way is not a viable solution in 2018. And this gentleman, John Chauvin, who's a Stanford University professor of economics, he said you can't expect to put 10% of your income aside and then finance a retirement that's just as long. So what do we have to do? How do we save? How do we protect our earnings? How do we protect our money? We have to save in an appreciating asset. We have to save in a way that's going to protect our wealth. I'm talking about financial insurance. We've got insurance for everything. We've got life insurance and health insurance and automobile insurance and mortgage insurance and renter's insurance, but we don't have financial insurance. And that's what I'm talking to you about, financial insurance, gold and silver and cryptocurrency. Now, why should we save in gold? Well, if you saved paper money, okay, $300 monthly, let's say from 1992 to 2012, you would have saved $72,000, okay? That purchasing power from 1992 to 2012 is now $56,000. So you saved $72,000, but what you can essentially purchase with that is about $56,000 worth. So you literally lost $60,000 due to saving in declining paper money. Now, if you had saved in gold, same thing, same scenario, $300 monthly from 1992 to 2012, you would have again saved $72,000. That purchasing power, however, is $236,000. So the goal is now able to purchase you way more. You've got a profit of $164,000. Why? Due to saving in a tangible asset in gold, where you lost saving in paper money. You lost $16,000. So there is $180,000 difference. So my question to you is, what side would you rather be on? So what I'd like to do at this point, I'd like to play a really short video, and it's going to just be about 3 minutes, and it's just going to kind of explain the importance of saving in gold. So if you can bear with me with a minute, we are going to go ahead and get that video started. Okay?
Throughout the ages, the wealthiest individuals and families have had one possession in common: gold. Gold is the ultimate form of money. Its value is universally recognized, and it has maintained its buying power for thousands of years. In Roman times, you could fully clothe yourself with a nice toga and fine leather sandals for an ounce of gold. 100 years ago, that same ounce of gold would buy you an excellent suit and a superb pair of shoes. And today, the deal is the same. But here's the difference. 100 years ago, you could buy an ounce of gold with just $20 US. What would $20 get you today? The long-term value of gold is constant. The value of paper money is constantly collapsing. In other words, your money buys you less and less each year. Owning a certain amount of gold and silver is the surest way to establish long-term security. That's why we call it real wealth. But how do you buy gold and silver safely? Where should you store it? And how do you begin if your funds are limited? Swiss Gold Global enables its members to buy gold and silver directly from one of Switzerland's top refiners, Argor Heraeus. The gold is certified 999.9 pure, and it's clean gold, meaning it's produced with minimum environmental and social harm. And our competitive pricing means you are effectively buying your precious metals wholesale. With Swiss Gold Global, you can buy real physical gold and silver and select from a range of beautiful bullion bars and collectible medallions. These will be shipped direct to you, or if you prefer, stored in Switzerland in an independent high-security vault. We chose Switzerland because of its exceptional commitment to quality and because of Switzerland's fierce independence and protection of individual rights. Perhaps the most exciting part of our platform is the Swiss Gold Saver program. From just $25 a month, you can accumulate real physical gold and silver in your own savings account. Unlike cash, gold and silver have a history of holding their value over decades and centuries. The kind of services provided by Swiss Gold Global are usually only available to wealthy people. Our commitment is to make owning gold and silver possible for everyone who wants it. And not just any gold and silver, but the finest quality in the world. To become prosperous, you have to do what prosperous people do. Owning quality gold and silver is one of the most important first steps. That's the only way for you to accumulate real wealth. Watch the next video to learn how Swiss Gold Global can help you generate real income.
So listen, that's an outstanding video, and that should give you an idea of why is it important to save in gold, in precious metals, not just gold, silver, and we're going to talk about cryptocurrency. But I want to draw your attention to this slide because, as I mentioned to you earlier, inflation is silently robbing you of your purchasing power since 1913, since President Nixon took us off the gold standard. So if you look at in 1929 and you had 20 bucks, you can buy tons of groceries. I mean, 1960, 20 bucks. You know, still not bad, right? But today, what can 20 bucks buy you? This is 2014. Let's say 2018. You know, you walk out of the grocery store just with a few things. Well, also, take a look at cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Some of you don't know what that is. But Bitcoin, when it first came out, was pennies on the dollar, right? If you bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, and, you know, you right now would have been worth $75 million. So in 2012, one Bitcoin would buy you very little. Today, look at that. Okay, and this is an old slide. This is 2014. So let's move on. Now, we talked about this, the video talked about this, so I don't really need to get into it, why you need to own gold, silver, and they actually explain this, and you can see from ancient times until now, that gold has continued to retain its value. It can still buy in ancient times some beautiful outfit in 1920s, $20 bill can buy, one ounce of gold was worth 20 bucks, and it can buy you a beautiful suit and shirt and tie, and you know, for 20 bucks today, 2018. What can $20 buy you, right? A few pairs of socks. But that gold will still buy you an ounce of gold, probably worth about $1,200–1,300 today, can still buy you a decent suit. Okay, that is showing you how the gold has retained its value where the dollar has not. So if you're going to save, this is the problem. Okay, if you're going to save, you want to save in a way that's going to protect your money. That's going that you need to win against inflation. I guess it's the best way for me to say it. Gold is the best preserver of wealth. Now let's talk about silver, because we focus a little bit on gold. In the 1920s, an ounce of silver was valued at 67 cents. And you can buy a decent meal back then for 67 cents. Now ask yourself a question. What can you possibly buy for 67 cents a day? And 1 ounce of silver today is actually valued at about $15. And, you know, it will still buy you a decent meal anywhere in the world. Now, according to the Cayman Investment Forum, which focuses on the rise of Bitcoin and on the failing dollar, either Bitcoin or gold will represent the future store of value. Now, I'm here to talk to you about a company called Swiss Gold Global, because we're saying all of this, but how can you help me? How do you help me? What does all of this mean to me? What's in it for me? My favorite radio station, WFIM, or what, WIFM, excuse me, what's in it for me, WIFM, what's in it for me. So let's talk about how we can help you. Let's talk about who Swiss Gold Global is, first of all. The CEO and founder, his name is Bill Rao, and Swiss Gold Global is more than an opportunity. It's a system for building your own real wealth, okay? Founded in 2008 in Zurich, Switzerland by Mr. Bill Rao, who is a licensed precious metal dealer, DMCC Dubai. Here are his credentials. And he got into the cryptocurrency mining space in 2016. What are our products and services? Well, we're able to provide to our customers and clients gold and silver, the best grade gold, as the video shared with you, from Arger Herrera's, is one of the top world's most prestigious referee refiner. We're able to provide you gold at wholesale prices, and so you get to diversify into Swiss certified gold and silver and cryptocurrency, like we talked about here, Bitcoin and altcoin mining. You're able to purchase daily mining contracts through us, which pays you daily and passively. We also have an affiliate revenue program where you're able to convert your commissions, if you'd like, and compound your commissions into gold, silver, and cryptocurrency. And we also have a global academy, and that is an educational platform that transforms your life through our facilitated programs from world-renowned coaches and programs. Now, our business is built on 3 foundational principles. One being real knowledge, the second being real wealth, and the third being real income. Now let's talk about real knowledge, okay? We have this amazing platform. We get a chance to learn from people like Bob Proctor, Sandy Gallagher, Greg Reed, James Rickers, the author of, The Death of Money, Philip Judge, who is a author and speaker and film producer and bullion banker, Carolita Oliveira, international business consultant and attorney, Nancy Filer, inspirational speaker, author, business leader, Don Filer, her husband, Chris Martensen, Greg Reed. We have live coaching. We have one coming up this Saturday with Millionaire Strategies from Carolita Oliveira. We have an opportunity to have access to real knowledge and information that the generationally wealthy know, information that we need to know to transform our financial future. So this is I'm so excited about having access. In fact, we're reading a book by Bob Proctor right now called You Were Born Rich, and that is part of the program with us, and it's an amazing transformational book. Now let's talk about real wealth. As the video mentioned, we have gold and silver, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. 2.97 above spot price wholesale. We also have, it's LBMA certified, clean gold, no sellback fees if you're an affiliate, 2.97% sellback if you're a free customer. It's easy to liquidate, and I want to draw your attention to this amazing Kinney Heart pendant. So if Valentine's is coming up and you want to give your loved one a very an amazing gift. It is so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. This is an heirloom pendant. This is something that you can actually pass down from generation to generation. This is a gift that you can give, and it's tax deductible if you're an affiliate, right? Because you own, as a business owner, all your things, expenses are tax deductible. It's a business expense. Also, we have golden banknotes. So these are some of the products that we have available to you. Now, as we talked about the gold, it's very easy to liquidate it in case that you come up against hard times and you need to sell it back. It's just a matter of a few, 2 to 5 day turnaround time, and and there's zero sellback fees. Again, if you're an affiliate, 2.9% if you're a customer. It's easy to store at our LBMA certified storage facility in Switzerland or Dubai if you choose to sell it. Store it, excuse me, or if you choose to just have it shipped home to you, you have the option to do that as well. Now, we're living in a changing world, so let's talk about this, okay? Paper money is being replaced by digital currency. You guys have been hearing about cryptocurrency, and most of you don't really know what cryptocurrency is all about. So I want to take the time, and this is short again, to share with you a very, very brief couple of minutes video on cryptocurrency, and then we'll come back again. Thank you.
The world is in financial disarray. Currencies failing, economies in wild flux, jobs being lost. But what if you could build an entirely new economy, one specifically designed for the digital realm? Well, that is the dream behind Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, for those of you who don't know, is an electronic online currency that was created in 2009. It was made by someone who did it under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto.
Like any economy, you don't want too much too fast, because then the value of your currency drops, or so slow that your economy grounds to a halt. It's designed to be a self-stabilizing economy. Whether it actually is that way though, well, that is a little bit more complicated.
Because some people have said, hey, Bitcoin is the answer to those problems. Are you a believer?
Well, Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And, of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient.
And what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a currency on the internet.
I sent 100 euros worth of Bitcoin from here in Tokyo directly to you guys through this camera, through the network, through the TV, right into your home. If I had tried to do that, send you the money with a traditional bank, it would have taken several days and probably cost 30 euros. I just did it right now with Bitcoin instantly, basically for free, and didn't have to ask anybody for permission. I didn't need a bank, I didn't need a government, I didn't need anybody. I just needed myself and you and our smartphones to do it. That's the power of Bitcoin.
Wall Street is fraud, America is fraud, the world is fraud, banks are fraud, central banks are fraud. We live in an era of fraud. It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud. That's the business model. To suggest that there is any moral or ethical aspect to anything that's going on now is to be completely naive about the fact that we live in an era dominated by financial terrorists, jihadis of banking. They're here to kill you and themselves. They believe in an ideology, not the Quran, but Adam Smith, that they completely misread and interpret as something to justify their blowing themselves up. Janet Yellen's a terrorist! Mario Draghi's a terrorist! The Central Bank of Japan is a terrorist! These are the real terrorists!
Funds received.
This community is switching to what they think is a better monetary system. A system in which banks are no longer needed because payments could be made directly from one person to another.
Bitcoin is fundamentally different because in Bitcoin, you don't owe anyone anything and no one owes you anything. It is not a system based on that. It is a system based on ownership. And no one can censor it, no one can seize it, no one can freeze it.
It's November the 2nd, 2008, just 6 weeks after the Lehman Brothers collapse. And all over the world, there are panicked debates about how to save the banks. Then, on a little visited web forum for cryptographers, a document appears in which a completely new monetary system is proposed. The visionary author calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto.
These were the darkest days of the financial crisis. So that to me suggests a very clever mind that saw an opportunity, the perfect opportunity to introduce a new radical technology and a new radical approach to money and finance at just the right moment when people would be very open to making this big shift that's required to adopt a new currency.
What's exciting for me is like a global economy. Right now we say we have a global economy, but I can't take $1 and give it to you in the Netherlands and then you know what to do with it, right? You would have to go and change it to your native currency. And when you kind of eliminate that step, and I can just send you one form of payment and you can send me a product in a matter of seconds, that starts to change things from a global perspective.
How could this digital coin invented by this Satoshi Nakamoto become hundreds of times more valuable than the dollar? And why do enthusiasts like Roger Fear want the world to switch to bitcoins?
I'm giving every single person here 1,000 yen worth of bitcoins, which is like $8 and something cents.
Back in the early days, you know, I'd get phone calls from my buddies. Oh, hey man, I lost 10,000 bitcoins because my computer blew up, right? Back then, one bitcoin was less than a penny, right? So nobody cared. They lost $10. They don't care, right? And now 10,000 bitcoins, that's, you know, $5 million. That's a big deal, right?
I think a lot of people are underestimating the way in which Bitcoin and the blockchain are going to change the power structures in society in general. I mean, I grew up in the U.S. and I see all these people like, yeah, nuke everybody in the Middle East and kill them all. And then they have the former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright on 60 Minutes, one of the most popular news shows in the U.S. And they asked her, they said, like, there's reports that more than 500,000 Iraqi children have died as a direct result of U.S. sanctions. And she looks back at her with a straight face and she goes, it was a really tough decision, but I think that it was worth it. Worth murdering 500,000 kids because of what the government did? And I apologize for crying, but it just disgusts me from my core when I see government people murdering people around the world. It's not just theoretical. These are real people with real lives. And it's real people, and Bitcoin has the power to undermine everything they're doing to people around the world. And I'm sorry for shouting, but it just disgusts me what these people in government do. And they do it through central banking and through the control of the money supply, and Bitcoin takes that away from them.
You can buy Bitcoin at the Shell station. Check it out. Good. Got $2. Hit finish. Whoop. $2 Bitcoin. Just like that. From this machine. I just turned cash into digital currency.
So thinking that that it's too late to get involved in Bitcoin is like thinking it's too late to get involved with the internet or too late to get involved with using a cell phone. Like, it's not too late to get involved with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin becomes really popular all over the world, Bitcoins are going to have to be worth at least tens of thousands of dollars a Bitcoin, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars per Bitcoin. So thinking it's too late to get involved with Bitcoin is like thinking it's too late to get involved with using the internet. Of course not. Like, it's ubiquitous in our lives, and Bitcoin's going to become ubiquitous in our lives as well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love that video. I mean, just an amazing, impactful video. So let's move on. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me. Yes, okay. Hopefully you can see the screen. I know it's a little small, but that's the best that I can do right now. So as you can see, paper money is being replaced by digital currency. And that's just, it's a reality, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening in our lives. And let's talk about gold, silver, and cryptocurrency. How is that created? Well, gold, silver, and cryptocurrency is created through a process called mining. If you look at the picture here, you know, gold and silver has to be mined out of the ground, but cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are mined by computers. So let's show you a little bit of the difference between gold mining and cryptocurrency mining, or Bitcoin mining specifically. Hundreds of tons of gold are mined every single year through means that include placer mining, hard rock mining, byproduct mining, gold ore mining, you know, and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is actually, they're generated by computers, okay? And it's a decentralized process called mining. It resembles actual mining in that the Bitcoin miners work to collect Bitcoin in the exchange. They process transactions and secure the network using specialized hardware. Now, so I want to show you, draw the similarities to gold and silver and cryptocurrency in terms of not only that it needs to be mined, so there's proof of work, but also they both have scarcity. That's why they have value. Okay, now let's look at 171,000 estimated metric tons of gold in the world. There's only 171,000 estimated metric tons of gold in the world. So this is why it has, it's scarce, and this is why it has value, because of scarcity. But when you look at cryptocurrency, when you look at Bitcoin, only 21 million can ever be mined. So it too has scarcity, and it too has value. Okay, so when you look and compare gold and silver to Bitcoin, it is a similar process in terms of being able to acquire it, as well as the scarcity, which gives it value. Now, why choose us? We're going to talk about why choose us to get Bitcoin, to get cryptocurrency, to mine cryptocurrency. We're going to talk about that, okay? We actually, it's just more profitable to mine with Swiss Gold Global. We actually have an exclusive partnership with the best in the business hardware provider, Genesis Mining. Our farms are tactfully situated all over the world with the most profitable power available, and due to large amount of orders, we provide lower prices, and basically they have experts that help maintain the data centers with over 25 years of experience. What are the benefits to mine with us? Well, if you're, some people, it's no longer profitable to mine, have your own mining hardware. In the beginning, people used to do that, but it's very expensive. There's high shipping charges, potential custom costs, expensive electricity rates. The system in emission results in less timing for mining, expensive additional equipment, high cooling expenses, extreme heat, piercing noise, all of this stuff. But if you mine with us, all you simply do is purchase a contract. That's all you need to do, and start getting paid on a daily basis. There's no shipping fee, no extra custom fees. Your mining starts immediately, 100% guarantee of uptime and cover system downtime. There's no additional equipment expense, no additional electricity fees, no additional cooling costs. Remotely located and supervised high-end hardware. So it is just better. You have less stress to mine without. We call it cloud mining. And all you have to do is simply choose a contract, a mining contract. Buy the amount of mining power that you want to purchase and just sit back and get paid daily and passively. Now we have several contracts available. We have Bitcoin contracts, and as you can see here, the prices start at about $35.80 for 200 gigahash, $439, $269, 2.6 terahash, and it goes up, and you can customize your plans. We also have Ethereum, okay, which is another, this is called an altcoin, so it's alternative to Bitcoin. Anything that other than Bitcoin are called altcoins. So we also have Ethereum, but we have Zcash. I don't have the slide for that here. We have Zcash, we have Monero. So we actually have several mining contracts. The Bitcoin contract right now, it is on pre-sale, and when you get that order, because there's been so much demand in the market, the Genesis Mining literally were low on contracts, so we have them available through Swiss Gold Global, but they will start to mine either the end of February or the beginning of March. But the altcoin contracts like the Ethereum and Zcash and Monero, those all start mining immediately, okay? Now, Bitcoin contracts are open-ended contracts, and the specific duration of an open-ended contract is variable and determined by three factors: the mining difficulty, the Bitcoin versus USD exchange rates, and the maintenance fee. This includes all electricity, cooling, development, and servicing costs. And we really cannot control the first two factors, okay? We can't control those. These are unpredictable, but we do always deploy the latest mining technology and do our best to keep it running at their maximum capability for you. There are maintenance fee for the Bitcoin contracts. It's a fixed maintenance fee which is deducted from all open-ended contracts for as long as they're profitable. Current maintenance fee is 0.0028 per gigahash. So beware that the fee is fixed in US dollars but deducted from your daily payouts in Bitcoin. Now the altcoin contracts, the contract times are 24 months or 2 years, and there's absolutely no maintenance fee. Now, when you purchase the contracts from Swiss Gold Global, you'll actually start to see your transactions show up. So they'll start to show you, you get to see the different contracts that you've purchased, whether it's Ethereum, ETH, whether it's, Litecoin, Dash, Bitcoin, any of these contracts, it will start mining for you. You'll see every single day they're paying you out, and you have to have your own cryptocurrency wallet, your Bitcoin wallet that you actually put in your Swiss Gold Global's back office, so they know how to send these payments to you, but they get paid directly to your wallet. So it is just amazing. And these, when you see transaction link here, they usually will hold it till it hits a certain threshold and then pays it directly to your cryptocurrency wallet. Now, it is super easy, and it takes about 10 minutes to get started. You just choose a contract. That's all you need to do. Select whichever contract that you want. You purchase your hash power, get that activated, and you are now mining, as I showed you. Now, the third component of our business is real income. We talked to you about real wealth, which of precious metals, gold and silver. We talked to you about cryptocurrency. We talked to you about a real knowledge program, which is the phenomenal educational platform that we have. So now I want to talk to you about real income with our global business. Now, there are two ways to partner with us. One is a customer, the person's buying the product through an affiliate, and the second way is an affiliate, the person actually promoting the product through marketing efforts. The customer, the way that they can get started is to open up a free account. You will need to get back to the person who you're viewing this, whose page you're viewing this from, and who shared this link with you, and ask them for their link, and they will provide that with you. When they provide that to you, you want to go ahead and sign up to become a free customer. You will get your daily mining payouts. You can purchase your cryptocurrency contracts. You will have to get KYC approved, which means that there's some documents that the company asks you to submit to them. Once that's done, you now will add your cryptocurrency wallet in your back office and now purchase your contracts. As you do that, you will get daily mining payouts. You will actually earn 2.5% of all Bitcoin and altcoin bonuses as a free customer. So let's say that you decide to refer a few friends of yours or family members because you're excited. You're getting paid a daily passive income for doing what? Nothing other than, and that's what I love about this, nothing other than purchasing a contract and getting paid daily and passively. And let me just tell you the difference between purchasing Bitcoin or cryptocurrency outright. Okay, that's the buy and hold strategy. You will only ever own the amount that you purchase. But when you get mining, remember, it continues to mine for you. You have the opportunity to actually earn more Bitcoin or altcoins through the mining process. So I recommend people, I'm not a financial advisor, of course, but yes, I believe in diversification. So yes, you should buy and hold, but mining gives you the opportunity to earn more versus buying and holding, and you're getting paid a daily passive income versus you're holding the cryptocurrency in your wallet and then freaking out because of all the fluctuations because it goes up and down. So mining is a phenomenal way to get involved in the crypto space. And if you decide to just introduce a few people, you know, because you're excited about it, the company will reward you with 2.5% of those people's contracts, which will compound, which will add to what you're earning on a daily basis. And you can upgrade at any time to an affiliate member. And you have access to buy gold, silver, and silver at wholesale prices. You can also become an affiliate. This is the person promoting SUG. So let's talk about the money. Now, this slide is explaining linear income versus residual income, right? And J. Paul Getty, one of the wealthiest men in America, had said, I would rather earn 1%. He was an oil man. He said, I'd rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own. Okay, now on the left side of this quadrant, it's called the cash flow quadrant that Robert Kiyosaki put together. You have people who've got a job. Okay, they're employing 100% of their income. If anything happens to them, their income stops. And you have people who are self-employed. You own a job. Okay, there's no leverage there. You own a job. Both of you are trading time for money. Okay, so and the right side of the quadrant is where Robert Kiyosaki says we need to be. You have a business. You own a business. You're employing other people. This is why we all have jobs, right? When you work a job, that employer is employing the efforts of other people. So, you know, a lot of people are doing a little bit, a lot gets done. So, would you rather do it all yourself? Or you actually have earned 1% of 100 people's income. You have your time. That's why they're on the golf course and they're traveling and they're enjoying their life, because they have other people that are doing the work. Okay, you own a system and people work for you. People equal dollars. That's leverage. Where your job, there's no leverage. When you are an investor, here's the other side of the quadrant. Money works for you. This is passive income. That's what we're talking to you about. Buying a mining contract and letting that mining contract pay you on a daily basis. Okay? That just makes sense. Well, let's talk about leverage. We give you an opportunity to leverage, to earn 1% of 100 people's efforts by owning a business and a system. Okay? That will help you can get your time back. Okay, so let's go after it. There's 9 different ways that you can get paid here, not including plus the daily mining payout. Gold and silver retail bonuses, bonus when you enroll in affiliate, unilevel bonuses, rank advancement bonuses. There's a whole bunch. I'm not going to get into them here today, but just know that there are about 9, you might as well say 10 ways to get paid. What are the best packages for you to start? Well, we have Miner at $170, which will actually give you 200 gigahash of mining power that pays you every single day. There's a $50 monthly fee, but out of that $50 monthly fee, 25% of that goes to purchase you mining. Okay, the silver package is $249. You get $50 worth of gold and silver. You choose how much of each you want. You also get 200 gigahash of mining power that pays you daily. There is a $50 monthly fee with that, but 25% of that fee goes towards saving you silver every single month automatically, okay? And I love that feature because, you know, if you're not disciplined, this really helps you to be able to save on a regular basis. The other package is gold. It's $7.97. They give you $120 worth of gold and silver. You choose how much you want, 500 gigahash of mining, and there's no monthly costs. Actually, it's a one-time fee that's paid up for the entire year. The ambassador package, which is $3,000, gives you $750 worth of gold and silver. You get 5 terahash of mining, and it's a one-time fee. Now, let's talk about remember we talked about the different ways that you get paid. 1, retail shared revenue. As you personally enroll new customers and affiliates into your team, you can actually earn a retail bonus or shared revenue. 1% of gold and silver is paid weekly to you in dollars. So when people actually are retailing or purchasing gold and silver, you get 1% of that. If they're purchasing hash power, they're buying the mining contracts. That's what hash power is referred to the mining power, the electricity, all of the efforts that is being put into to create that cryptocurrency, that altcoin, okay, or that Bitcoin. It's referred to as hash power. So you're going to get 5% of hash power paid to you daily in cryptocurrency. So this is part of our retail shared revenue. Let's move on. Second is the fast track bonus for enrolling new people. So as you can see, if you roll someone as a miner, it's $35. If a silver, $55. Gold, $55. We no longer have the executive miner or the platinum package. We actually sold out of those. So the ambassador for $3,000, it's $300. It's a fast track bonus that pays you one time and it pays you weekly. Number 3, the build to bedrock bonus. And this example is based on someone acquiring a gold package. Now you get to, if you in the red, you got started as a gold and you introduced 3 other people who got started at gold, that's $145 to you. So that's $435. Each of those people enroll 3 each as a gold, then that's another $810 to you, and you earn an additional $200 if you get it done within your first 30 days. So you enroll 3 that gets 3 in your first 30 days. That's over $1,445 to you. Now, rank advancement bonuses, and I'm not going to get into the dealers. As you rank up and get to different levels, there are different bonuses for that. We also have lifestyle products, as you can see here, golden portrait, iPad, Rolex watches, golden iPhones, and global bonus pool, and more. So how do you get started? Okay, if you want to build a daily passive cash flow and get paid to save in gold, silver, and cryptocurrency, you need to act now. Action changes things. Your next step is to open a free account, become a customer, or purchase an affiliate package depending on your goal. Get KYC approved. KYC simply means know your customer. The company will send you a welcome letter. You'll have to upload an ID and fill out an additional form, and that gets you approved. Now you can start purchasing your mining contract and start getting paid daily and passively, or you can purchase your gold and silver. And next step, you want to show and tell others. That's all we do here, okay? We share. And I want to say something, because sometimes I meet people and they say, oh my gosh, that kind of stuff, I can't do it. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not this, I'm not that. Well, listen, I'm on Facebook all day long. And what I can tell you is everybody is sharing on Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is making millions of dollars, billions, from all of us being on Facebook, and we're sharing recipes, we're sharing information, we're sharing family pictures, we're sharing the latest movie, we're sharing the latest news. We do it for free, and somebody else is monetizing that. But we have a problem when somebody tells us about something that we can share that's going to help your family, that's going to bless them, that's going to save some lives. Listen, we have a financial crisis that's getting ready to happen here, not just in America. It's going to be a global crisis. It is expected to happen again. And when that happens, families are going to be devastated. You have an opportunity here to help people. I mean, gold and silver This is financial insurance. You have something that you can share with people to help them to change their lives. So that's all we simply do here. We have nothing to sell. We simply show and tell. So we just want you to join our movement. We want you to get started today. I want to read this disclaimer. There's no guarantee that you will earn any money using the techniques and ideas displayed. These materials are not to be interpreted as a promise or for financial advice or guaranteed of earnings. Bitcoin and altcoin daily payouts will vary vary depending upon, but not limited to price, difficulty rate, independent mining companies' operational expense, and contract life. So I wanted to read that disclaimer to you. And listen, we want you to get started. Join Legacy Builders International. Join our team. You know, we are on a global mission to create over 1,000 millionaires over the next 5 to 10 years. You know, just join us. We're changing lives. We're helping families. We're leaving a legacy. We're just an excited team of just motivated and excited people. And we are so committed to changing people's lives. And it's a pleasure to have an opportunity to work with such highly motivated people. We are bent on creating top producers, top money earners, and we're just excited. So please join us. Get back to the person who shared this to you. Ask them for your link. Get started. And again, it's been my pleasure to serve you this evening. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. If you decide to partner with us, we will want to welcome you to Legacy Builders International and Swiss Go Global. Welcome home. Have a good evening.